Alright, let's do this. Let's set up your Japan holiday to be exactly what you hoped it would be. If this is your first time in Japan, what you do in the first hour can set the tone for your entire trip. Today, I'm walking you through the top 5 things to do within your first 60 minutes of landing. But first, let's bust a quick myth. Yes, taxis and Ubers are incredibly expensive here. But relying solely on the Japan rail service right when you arrive with all your bags isn't always the best choice. I'll share a secret alternative later in the video that no one seems to be talking about, so stay tuned for that. Before we even get to the airport, a pro tip. When you book your flights to Tokyo, you usually have 2 choices, Narita or Haneda. We chose Haneda because it is much closer to the city center and the Disney resorts, which was perfect for our itinerary, so make sure you select the correct airport. And to make your arrival stress-free, fill out the Visit Japan web form before you fly. This gives you the QR code you need to breeze through immigration and customs. I've linked the official Visit Japan website in the description below. Also, get your internet sorted before you land. We booked our SIM ahead of time, which meant we were able to connect the second the plane touched down. I have a promo code in case you are looking for a fantastic eSIM, which I will link in the description. It's an affiliate link, so you get a small discount and it helps the channel out. But we only recommend them because we constantly have a great experience. Speaking of flights, coming from Australia, we skipped Qantas and flew with ANA into Tokyo Haneda. Fantastic leg space, comfortable seats, great meals and incredible service was what we experienced. And the best part? We flew back into Australia on a Pikachu themed plane. How good is this?
Thank you for looking after us really well.
Okay, we've landed in Japan. Let's pull out that checklist. First, grab the bags, clear immigration using those Visit Japan QR codes and hit an ATM to get some physical cash in Japanese yen. You are going to need cash for your next step. Task 2. Get your IC card, specifically the Suica card. These tap-and-go cards are an absolute must for using public transportation. You can even get your name printed on some of them, making them a cheap and awesome souvenir. Just remember, you need cash to buy physical cards easily at the machine. Pro tip for parents. If you have a child older than 6, you can get them a child Suica card. Head to the ticket window with your child and their passport to get this done. With this card, it charges child fares automatically and is a super cool way to let them feel like independent travelers. While you can add a digital Suica card to your Apple Wallet, we opted for physical cards because my daughter is currently phone free and it was an easier method for all of us to use. Task 3. Now don't miss this one. Like I said earlier, taxis and Ubers are very expensive and dragging bags and prams into crowded commuter trains isn't fun. The best solution? The airport limousine bus. They're efficient, have massive storage underneath for your luggage, and they drop you off right at the doorstep of most major hotels and even the Disney resort. So don't miss out. Hop on and enjoy a fantastic and comfortable ride. Remember, you can pre-book these tickets on the website. I will include the website link in the description. But if you are adventurous like us and don't want to wait, you can simply walk up to one of these machines at the Haneda Airport terminal, book your airport limousine bus, and walk straight in. Oh, and don't forget, friends, when you are leaving Japan, so that is when you are leaving the hotel to head to the airport, check with your hotel if they can help you book the limousine bus. This is again one of the best and most comfortable ways to get from where you're staying to the airport comfortably and on time. Task 4. Embrace the black cat. Japan has an incredible luggage forwarding service, commonly known as Yamato Transport, Black Cat logo. You can arrange this from the airport, your hotel reception desk, and even many Airbnbs. For a small fee, they will pick up your heavy luggage and ship it securely to your next location. It's a game changer for enjoying Japan without lugging large suitcases on bullet trains, commuter trains, buses, and even walking with them. And if the distance is right, and if you drop off your bags early in the morning, you can even get your bags delivered to your next location before the end of day. So check this one out. Task 5. Orient yourself with your neighborhood. Don't rush straight into the biggest tourist attractions on your day 1. Put that Suica card into use and explore. We stayed at Tokyo Bay and took our first afternoon to wander around the local shops. I even found a bottle of water that claims to lower BMI. Let me know in the comments if you've ever tried it and if you actually think it works. Grab some local food, just soak up the fact that you are finally in Japan and experience what the place is, what the people are like, and what your surroundings look like. For extra brownie points, let the wife go shopping. Tag along, find some really cool Japanese clothes, and if you've got the budget, buy some shoes. They have some awesome shoe deals happening most of the time. A pro tip for looking around in Urayasu, which is the neighborhood where the Disney resorts are located in, you look around in some of the supermarkets, you find really awesome stuff, and the food court that has such a variety of choices to satisfy any palate. And a bonus tip for everyone who stuck around to the end. When your trip is over and you're heading home, it's unlikely your Suica card balance will be exactly 0. Don't waste those yen. You can use your Suica card at the airport convenience stores like Lawson's and 7-Eleven, or even at the gate. Find a vending machine and grab some last-minute snacks and memorabilia. It's a fantastic way to make sure you're not wasting any Japanese yen. Speaking of convenience stores, if you want to see our massive haul and why we actually prefer Lawson's over 7-Eleven, click the video right here. Let me know in the comments if there is anything else you would add to your first hour arrival checklist. Or if you've learned something new that you're going to try on your trip, tell me what that is. I'll see you in the next one.